Cosmo and the Owl's Midnight Wisdom. In a quiet corner of the forest, a tiny caterpillar named Cosmo wriggled along a moss-covered branch. Cosmo was curious by nature, always seeking out new sights and experiences. One day, as the warm sunlight filtered through the trees, Cosmo stumbled upon something he had never seen before. A large, feathery shape nestled in the crook of an old oak tree. What could this be? Cosmo wondered aloud, his many legs trembling with excitement. As he inched closer, he realized it was an owl, sound asleep with its wings tucked neatly around its body. The owl's feathers were a mix of soft browns and grays, and its chest rose and fell with each slow, steady breath. Cosmo had heard about owls from the older caterpillars, who often spoke of them in hushed tones. Owls are wise but fierce hunters, they would say. Be careful not to disturb them. But Cosmo's curiosity got the better of him. "Hello, Mr. Owl," Cosmo said in a tiny, polite voice. The owl didn't stir. Encouraged by the lack of response, Cosmo climbed onto a nearby leaf that brought him closer to the owl. "I've never seen an owl up close before. You're magnificent," he exclaimed, though he kept his voice low to avoid waking the sleeping bird. Just as Cosmo was about to continue his exploration, a sudden gust of wind rustled the leaves, causing the branch to sway. The movement startled the owl, whose golden eyes snapped open. Cosmo froze in place, his tiny heart pounding. The owl blinked sleepily and looked around until his sharp gaze landed on the caterpillar. "Who's there?" the owl hooted, his voice deep and resonant. Cosmo mustered his courage and squeaked, "It's just me, Cosmo. I didn't mean to wake you. I was just admiring you." The owl tilted his head, studying the tiny creature before him. After a moment, he chuckled softly. "Admiring me, you say? That's a first. Most creatures tend to avoid me, little one." Cosmo relaxed slightly at the owl's gentle tone. "I've heard so much about owls, but I've never met one. You seem different from what I imagined." The owl's golden eyes softened. "And you are braver than most. Few would dare to come so close. Tell me, little caterpillar, what brings you here?" "I like exploring," Cosmo said. "There's so much to see in the forest. But I've never seen anything as grand as you." The owl chuckled again, a deep rumbling sound. "You have a kind heart, Cosmo. Perhaps one day, when you've grown your wings, you'll see the world as I do, from the skies." "Wings?" Cosmo asked, puzzled. "Yes," the owl said, his eyes twinkling. "Every caterpillar becomes a butterfly in time. Patience and courage will take you far." Cosmo's eyes widened. He'd heard whispers of such transformations, but had never truly believed it. I'll have wings?" "Indeed," the owl said with a nod. "And when that day comes, perhaps you'll fly by my tree and tell me of your adventures." Cosmo beamed with excitement. "I will, Mr. Owl. Thank you for sharing your wisdom." The owl closed his eyes once more, a hint of a smile on his beak. "Rest well, little one. Your journey has only just begun." With a newfound sense of wonder and purpose, Cosmo wriggled back down the branch, dreaming of the day he would take to the skies. The owl returned to his slumber, his heart warmed by the encounter. And in the quiet of the forest, the bond between the curious caterpillar and the wise owl became a cherished memory for them both. Thank you for watching.